Welcome to Think Alive. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you.
Oh, good morning everyone, welcome back to the Thinker. It's a cloudy day today, as you can see. It was very foggy this morning and a little bit chilly, which is good because I want to drain that solar hot water collector down to refit the new element. I've been trying to, that's Catsy banging the camera by the way, I've been trying to run the water through to get it down to a reasonable temperature, because obviously I've got to release 120 litres out onto the roof, and I don't want scalding water coming out of there obviously. Unfortunately now we're busting against time because the sun's actually coming out, which will start heating it up again, so I've got to move quickly. I don't know if you can make out on there, but the water's at 52.8, so I'm just going to run a little bit more through. I want to get it down to about 45 if I can, because there's no kind of danger of scalding or anything at that temperature. It's coming down slowly. It was about 80 this morning when I first started, so we are getting there with it. But as I say, I want to do it before the sun starts heating the tubes up again. Well, we'll see how that goes down, let that come down a bit. These things are incredibly efficient. I've run off tons and tons, done all the washing up and everything. It's still at 49.3. I want to try and get it down under 49 because that's apparently the temperature that's safe and doesn't scald you, or anything else that might be in the way of it when it comes out. So we'll give it a little bit more and then go and let it go. Right, so there it goes. That water's now actually lost because it goes down the guttering and into our deposit in the courtyard. So the next time we get some rain and pump up, we can pump it back out. I've turned off the autofill, obviously, because we don't want it to start filling up again. So yeah, we'll just let that drain off fully and then I can start to get to work on it. But the pressure's off now. It doesn't matter if the tubes get hot now with the sun, which is shining quite brightly. All you mustn't do is refill them with cold water once they're red hot. So we're going to have to refill it later, perhaps when the sun goes down, and then we're looking at power. If it stays cloudy we might have a chance, but we'll cross that bridge in a bit. Right, so that's the cap that goes in the bottom of the tank. It's just a push fit, because it's a non-pressurized system. I've taken the cap out, and then this is the heating element that replaces it. It looks the same size, it must be I suppose, and that just now pushes into the tank, and where it lives we need to put a little bit of liquid on this, probably just water to do, just to enable it to slide in alright, but we need to put a plug on the end of it, a commando plug to plug into the plug. If you saw the other video, when I wired it all up, it's all in, I just need to pop this in. Right, okay, so now we've got a plug on the end. I'm going to wire it in. I'm just going to, because there's no outer sleeve on this, I'm just going to put a bit of silicone round that just to stop any water getting in. So I think now a smidge of washing up liquid round here and shove him in. So there we go, he's in. Excellent. Right, I've decided to go for the fill. The sun's not shining much at all. Those tubes should still be full, so it's not getting a massive cold water shot flowing into them. So yeah, we'll let it do its stuff and check for leaks of course. Right, okay, I've plugged the heating element in. I'm going to try heat. We press the heat button. Turning up to, let's try 60. It says it's doing it. We've got plenty of sunshine, so we've got plenty of power for it at the moment. Fantastic, let's see what happens. Right, so I've just come up, checked for leaks, and I heard the noise. I don't know if you can hear it. Oh, it's a bit a bit apprehensive when fitting anything like this you've never done before. It sounds like a kettle boiling. It's working anyway. Well, an hour later, with a little bit of assistance from the sun, not much because it's still pretty cloudy, it's raised the temperature 20 degrees Celsius. That's absolutely brilliant because it never actually falls that low. So that means, technically, theoretically, to get the water hot when they're not cloudy days, on cloudy days, we'll need to run the generator for about an hour, which will cost about €1.20. Plus that'll also charge the batteries up. It'd be running anyway on cloudy days at times to keep the batteries topped up. So yeah, very, very happy with that. So another good job well done. Certainly enhance and improve our quality of life on cloudy days at least anyway. Jessie's not daft, she's sat in the sunshine up there. So what's next? Tomorrow we're starting a new project, but not here unfortunately. If you remember a few weeks ago, I installed a wood burning stove at a friend's house in the village. They love it so much, they want another one in the bedroom. So it's quite a tricky job, a bit complicated, but we're going to be on that in the morning. Right, so this is a room in question. The fire's going against this wall there. It's an inside wall, but there's an actual flue the other side of it where they used to have our fire central heating boiler. So we're going to try and get through there and key into that. It's not going to be that simple. So we're going to have a look at what we've got to deal with. Right, okay, so this is the room in question. There used to be an oil-fired boiler in the corner over there. They used to flue up through here. It's a double wall flue, so the inside diameter should be exactly the same as the flue that we've got. What I want to do first is cut it off up there because this floor is about quite a bit deeper, lower than that floor in the bedroom. So we need to get a reasonable amount of height, so I'm going to cut this off and try and separate the outside from the inside. So we can bring the flue through the wall at a 45-degree angle and up into there. That's the first thing to do. When we've got rid of this, I want to drill a hole through the wall as high up as we can to see exactly where our fire needs to go in the other room. Basically, in the first instance, all we want to do is figure out how it's going to work and how we're going to do it. Right, let's have a go then. Right, it's gone, and our new pipe actually is exactly the same size and will slide up inside there. So all we need to do when we find out where we want it to be is mark it, cut it down, and that's happy days. Right, okay, so a slight change of plan. We're going to use this tube. I'm just going to cut it off level with that there, and we're going to put this 45-degree in there that's going to aim through the wall. We're going to try a 45-degree. One thing I found about in Spain, they always run the flue pipes the wrong way, whereas this will slot inside there, for example. We have no choice because the one on the top of the fire is the same way. And what happens if you get anything runs down the flue, it means it'll run out the outside and down your flue pipe. Anything inside, like condensation or anything, basically horrible stuff. You should really do them the other way and slot them in so anything runs down just stays inside. It's not how they do it in Spain. So what we're going to do with each joint, you can get some high temperature sealer, which I've used in the past because I've had to, because this is the way they do it in Spain, and that stops this happening. It's not ideal, but we've got no choice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to position this up in there and try and aim for where it's going to go through the wall and drill a hole through the wall and see how much height we've got inside. We might have to change these to 90s, I'm hoping not, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right, so we've gauged it marked it. We're kind of going to go through about where we want to be and see where we are inside. I think we might need a 90 on this. And we go through. Right, so we love it when a plan comes together, or doesn't come together. It's so hard to measure the differences, that's why we drilled through. This is where we come through with the 45 pipe through. There's not enough height for the fire, because the fire it comes to here. So we're going to have to put a 90 through there, and then a 90 up on the other side. It's not a problem, they're just more of a pain to sweep with 90-degree bends in rather than 45. But I'm sure we can cross that bridge when we get to it. So that's what I'm going to do. So we need to change the joints now, but at least we know exactly where we're at, and then we can crack on. So the next job is to hole through the wall for the flue pipes to come through. We'll start at the other side obviously and work it out when we get the correct bends. Yes. Right, okay, so we've got our hole marked. We've put the angle in the thing, offered a pipe up to it, drew round it, got it dead central. Now, time to make the hole through the wall. Now I'm going to look at the best practices and things like this for going horizontal through walls. They reckon you should have, you got 12 inches or so above your stove, about that. The horizontal run must be slightly on an angle, which it will be because the bends are slightly on an angle, and then be not more than 50% of your total vertical rise. So we're well in the recommendations. So I'm going to get a big shifter out now, drill a hole through there, get a big shifter out and make a bigger hole through the wall. Right, okay, best laid plans. We're doing so well. Well, someone decided to bury an electrical cable in the wall there. Not really the place that electrical cable should run. Normally they run vertically and etc. from sockets and things like that. So we've tripped the power and we need to get that sorted out first. So in the meantime I think we're going to get the fire in, and yeah, I think we need to move that cable completely. Well, obviously we do. So we're going to try and get the fire in and do a bit more what we can anyway. So there we go, trailer's in position. We're just going to unpack it and dismantle it as much as we can and see if we can get it into the house. It's not as heavy as the last one, so we should have a better chance. Right, it's out. Not as heavy as the last one. I forgot my trolley this morning, so I'm going to get my trolley and we should be able to wheel it in on that without any problem. Happy days though, not too bad. Well, the old trolley saved the day again. So just need to get an electrician out now to sort the wires out, to move them all so they're well away from where the flue is, because they still want to keep the flue the same way using that existing flue they've got. So we need to get the wires moved basically. It's not that big of a job, I don't think, not for an electrician anyway. So we'll pick it up when they're done and we're ready to carry on. Right, it's another beautiful day. Look at that sky that way. Been delayed on that job. There's a couple of jobs I need to get done up there. They want me to get done up there, and I need to kind of do it really, because we're only down to one video a week because Sharon's away, but she's back in 10 days, which is great news. But in the meantime our revenue's been cut in half because we're only doing one video a week, so I need to earn some money as well. So I hope you don't mind, I'm going to take you guys along, show you what we do. In the meantime, back on the finca, I want to get this, remember I put the heating element in the solar hot water collector. I want to seal up the wires where they enter the plugs, even though they are outdoor plugs, you can't be too safe, and just sort all those wires out. So I've got my ladder up, I'm going to pop up there, get that done, shouldn't take long. Right, so that's done. Happy with that now. If you're wondering why I'm all layered up, it's such a beautiful day, it's because the wind is icy cold. I've got to go around the other side now, because when I put the thing on I cracked a roofing tile, so I'm going to swap it with this one. There's no forecast for rain, but I may as well get it done while I've got the opportunity. Right, so there it is. Another project completed and another little good job well done. Don't want to take any chances with it. Generally it's the underneath ones that are more important. This was on the top, but if we've got other ones that are easy to swap, why not do it? Right, while I'm on this topic of little jobs, another little job I want to do is get rid of this light. It's about, I don't know, it's about 100 watts or so. I left it on the other day, didn't I? Didn't even realise. And the generator started at 6:30 in the morning, because after sort of 15 hours of no charge from the solar, just using the battery, it had killed it, the extra 1.5 kilowatts, and killed it. So normally the battery's fine overnight, you know, running everything, fridges and lights and all that sort of thing. Well, this just took it over the edge. It is ridiculous for an off-grid situation. I put it up when I first built this room here, because I had it and it was there and convenient. But I've got this one and I'm going to swap it for. This is a 15 watt LED, which should be about as bright as this one. Judging by the other LEDs we've got, it should do fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it up in front of there, and the wire's just wired to the switch. I'll switch the wire over, connect it up, take this one down at a later date. The other advantage of this one, even though it's only 15 watts, it's got a sensor on it as well, so I can't leave it on. And even if it did at 15 watts, it wouldn't matter. Right, get on with it. All we need to do, it's got this little clip on it, that just screws to the ceiling in the desired place, and then the light just slides onto it, just like that. It's pretty easy. So the first thing to do is get this bracket on the wall, then I'm just going to connect them up, and yeah, it's that easy really. There we go, that's absolutely brilliant, it works. Fantastic. I'm leaving the wires like that because I'm going to get another one and put it up that end. Yeah, to give me some light up there. I'm really pleased with that. And when I go out, it stays on for about 20 seconds if it doesn't detect movement, and then it turns itself off, so I can't leave it on. God, happy days. And the last for the moment of the niggling little jobs I want to get out of the way is the shutter. It was in a video a while ago. We get quite strong winds up here sometimes, and the shutters wouldn't stay open. I was trying to come up with a way to make catches for them, and I came up with the idea of putting magnets on the back. There's a rod in the wall with a bolt that you can hardly see, and a couple of little magnets fixed to the shutter that hold it open. One side worked fine, and the other side used to blow still. And I've actually discovered if you put more magnets on it, it makes it actually a hell of a lot stronger. So I've just added another couple to the left hand one there, and as you can see, it's very windy, but it's still not budging, so that's another happy days. Well, fab, it makes me very happy to have all these little jobs done. We had a comment or two about the conduit on the wall there, about it being ugly and that. Yes, it is, we agree, but the long-term plan, we're going to put a window in by that door there, and the long-term plan was always to put a porch area over the back door, so in inclement weather, when we come, we don't have to get wet opening the door, etc. And yeah, we're not quite sure. It's another idea we're still working on, but you won't be able to see any of that when that's done eventually anyway. So that's that one. And the final thing on the agenda pretty much is our solar. It's been 3 months pretty much exactly since we did the solar upgrade, and what a difference. with having the lithium battery, we can start to use the power now, 9-10 o'clock in the morning, as soon as it's coming in. The lead acids used to take so long to charge, and we had to make sure they got charged up every day. It would be like 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon before we could start to use any heavier loads. Once they went into the float charge, basically we had to let them bulk charge first because it uses so much power and takes so long. But currently we've doubled our energy usage from around 150 kilowatts a month this time last year to now we've got over 300 kilowatts a month easily, and we still can't use the full power at all. We're working on ways to do that. Yes, I recommend switching to lithium to anybody. It's life changing. It has been for us anyway. And the total, we recosted the whole system, what it would cost from scratch when we did it 3 months ago, and we're looking at a 33-month payback time for it. That's what we're saving in electric and what we would have been paying if we were on the grid. That's absolutely astounding, really. Even with the generator, it's using, we're putting less than €10 a month in that, and I can't see we need it at all. We've been through the darkest depths of the winter. The days are very, very slowly getting longer. It's all working fantastically. So a little update there on our solar. We've got far more than we can use. We're using about 70% of our battery power overnight, so the batteries are perfect sizes, and that's without scrimping at all, trying to save electric. We just use what we use, and so yeah, super happy days. It's even possible to get the washing machine on now at 10 o'clock in the morning, and that has like a 2 kilowatt heating element in it, so excellent. Anyway, Sharon's back on Monday. It's Thursday when this video goes out, so hopefully, and we do apologise for the videos that have been perhaps not as involved as normal, but we will be getting back to normal from next week, and cracking on with all the jobs we've got to do. We won't be doing the pointing, I don't think, for a while, because we're forecast to get frosts overnight, temperatures down to 1-2 degrees Celsius. It's not good for the line. We've had a couple of moments in the recent past, but we've pulled that off all right. But it's looking like we might have to wait on that, but we've got plenty of other things to do. So thank you so much all for watching. I say Sharon's back on Thursday. I'm sure you'll all be pleased to see her. And thanks for all our subscribers. Thanks to all the people that supported the channel. We'll see you on Thursday.